Hello. So I had a hair model come in. I wanted to try this look. Essentially, these are goddess braids. The only difference here is that I did not use braiding hair. So it's just her hair and this curly hair that you see me putting on the rack. And so one would say these are kind of like reminiscent of miracle knots, but not really, because we didn't have that crochet hair to install with the crochet hook type of deal. So these are just goddess braids, but we loved them. They turned out super light. She was going to be traveling, and so these were perfect for vacation hair. And so you're just going to see me, do a few braids here. I want you to sort of see what the process is like. And so there's going to be a little bit of repetition here. I love this girl's hair. She's always, from the moment I met her, she's had so much hair. And she's one of those like natural hair enthusiasts who likes to try so many different things with her hair. And so she already has like a great hair care routine happening at home. Her hair is super healthy. She keeps up with her trim. So she's in every, 3 to 6 months or so. Or if she has like a trip planned, she'll come in for some extensions. She'll come in for her silk presses. She'll get her trim. She's really good. Love it, love it, love it. And so speaking of hair care routines, if you need a little bit of help, maybe you're like a new natural, maybe you've been natural for a while, maybe you have Black children, where you're, where you're the person doing the hair, and maybe, you want to learn a little bit more. I do have a guide available, and I'll put the link in the description below. It's a great guide. It's a wash day guide. It's for folks who have curly or Afro-textured hair. I mean, essentially, it's for everyone, because I go into depth with regard to the steps for wash day, how to actually cleanse the scalp and hair properly. Like, it's really detailed. And so in order to have like healthy hair and scalp, you have to make sure that you're cleansing it regularly. And so I speak to that as well. And so we go through the wash, sectioning the hair, pre-pooing, the works. And then we move on to the conditioning. Should you use a conditioner versus a deep conditioner? Then we talk about leave-in products. We talk about stylers. I threw in some bonus guides as well. And so there's bonus guides for twists, twist outs, and wash and goes. And so it's a great guide. There's also like fitness tips in there as well. There's like definitions for the styler, so that the next time you go into the store to buy some product, you're not feeling so overwhelmed with everything in the store. Well, anyway, that's enough about that. I will put a description about my wash day guide also down below, so you can take a look at that when you have some time. But really, I feel like everyone can benefit from that wash day guide. I wish I had that when I went natural about like 24 years ago myself. And I have had every hairstyle, I think, in the world, or you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like I've done so many hairstyles, and even right now I'm growing out my hair. Super pumped about that. And of course, I'm using my own advice, and so my hair has been growing pretty quickly. And so yeah, get the guide. But back to this. So you're just seeing me doing the same movement. And you'll also note that when it's time for me to end off the braid, I do make a little knot, and then I put like a dab of glue. And you can sort of just leave it like that, or you can take a smaller piece of hair and wrap it around the glue. It's totally up to you. I found that the glue I ended up using didn't leave any white marks on the hair. Sometimes that happens, and so that's why a lot of people end up taking the hair and wrapping it around the dab of glue that they had put on. And so I'm gonna get quiet here for a second so you can watch, and I'll pop back on once you see me ending off one of the braids. And so here we are. I just take a very small piece of the hair that I was just braiding and I wrap it around the base of the crochet hook, and then I put it through the hook, as you can see on the left hand side there, and then I pull the hair right through and I make a knot. You could essentially leave it like this, but I do like the security of having the glue. And then you can see on the far left, I don't wrap the hair around. And then on the main screen, I do end up wrapping the hair around the braid. And so it's totally up to you. I wanted to show what both looks like so you can get an idea. And so if you do decide to continue to wrap the hair around, you just want to make sure that you squish it like I'm doing right now. Yeah, because you want to make sure that it stays in place and doesn't tangle up with other hair. And so we're almost done. We're at the very top. And so there's one thing I want to say, like, the parts don't have to be perfect. This is a very full look, and a lot of the time people end up adding more curly hair at the end. And so it's not to say that your parting is not important, because it is, but I don't want you to sort of get like too caught up in perfection here. As long as you're doing the braids really well and you're feeding in the hair, you know, and while you're doing that, the integrity of the person's hair is intact, you're doing a great job. Stay the course. And so you're just gonna see me do the ending of the braid one more time, and I'll hop back on once we get to the haircut. So we're done the look. You just want to make sure that you trim the ends. We wanted to put a little bit of face framing around her beautiful face. It also gives the look a little bit more pizzazz, and that's what we're all about here. So here we're just cutting the perimeter, and then we're gonna go to the front and make sure that we have a little bit of layer. So here I'm just putting in the layers on both sides, and then you're gonna see that I end up cutting a few pieces in the very front shorter, and I'm hopping off again, but I'll be back at the very end. And so we're all done. Here is the final look. We loved how this turned out. We hope you loved it too. Thanks for watching and see you next time.